Adri,
What do you want now, Kaydoor?
you forgot what today was, didn't you?
No, today's the day you leave me alone.
No, today we get to talk seriously. Like, explain why we're here.
That's today. I could have sworn that was tomorrow, but you're here, so I guess we can.
So, explain how you're a pop star.
I wrote songs and published them. I had about 2 albums out when I had to leave.
But why did you leave? You make it seem like you were pretty successful.
Well, I was. Until that day. Well, it was a normal night. My concert was set for 7:30 that night, and I decided I'd go early. People stood in lines outside of the cafe for snacks for the show, though I was able to sneak by them without anyone really noticing other than one guy, but I don't think he was going to the concert. Anyway, most people in Cilicio would go out for dinner or something like that before they went to concerts or comedies. That's what I think a lot of people ended up doing that night. Once I had arrived, I went to my dressing room to get ready. It might have been my biggest show, but I didn't plan a nice costume or anything. I really didn't think people would care about my costume, to be honest. With all the extra time I had, I wrote in my diary like I usually would before any performance. Then another guy came in to tell me that there was 5 minutes till the show was starting. I finished up writing and went out. Something people wouldn't tell you is how nerve-wracking going on that stage is, especially in front of people in your town. I mean, some kids are people you grew up with, and it's just scary. But I went out there like any other show, and people clapped and cheered, and it was great. It's a great feeling. I miss it. Welcome to the first Adri Sings tour. They clapped and screamed. We'll be starting with the fan favorite. Make sure you sing along. Games started playing. We went through those first albums as fast as a heartbeat. After the second album was done, I made my way to center stage. The music started. Before I go, I have one more new song to perform. People had their phones out with their flashlights on. I started to sing. It was quiet. Once the first chorus was over, the eggs started to come. All you could hear was booing. Not a single sound of cheering. I ran as fast as I could off the stage. I jumped off. I just kept running and running. People still were throwing eggs at me. They wouldn't let it go. I really don't know how I made it out of that concert alive. But I know if I stayed there, I would not last the night. I ran back through the city. People seemed to be gone by now. The village was empty. I went inside my house and was ready to grab all I could before they'd find me. I heard the mob getting closer as I went into my room. There was no time. I changed my outfit and it was time to go. I ran down my stairs and I ran out of my house before the mob could notice where I was. Past the booths, down to the bridge. That bridge connected our city from everything else. And I ran, never to come back. I didn't know that it was wrong to think like that in such a political city. I just thought that maybe someone out there would understand, but no one did. Not even my own brother could understand. He spent that whole day before the show warning me, trying to make me not be so arrogant anymore. But I didn't listen. If I listened, I wouldn't be here. I would be there with Aiden and Alicia. But no! I thought it would work out better than just a regular love song, and look where I ended up.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Adri. You were wrong for making that song, but I didn't know it ended that bad for you.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, what made you create this city in the first place?
Well, when I was young, my mom had sent me to some business. Back then, I had a brother, but I don't remember his name. I just know he was a few years younger than me. I also had a father, but I had no idea where he was for my early childhood, though he does come back into play later. During my time at the facility, the Black Fox, I was injected with gallons of Ravager blood, and it caused me to sprout red, glowing horns. The man who did that was Mr. M. However, not all was bad. During my time at the facility, I met some people I came accustomed to, those being Carter Fruberry and my old pal Lil Stoney. Together, three of us and hundreds of other evil tests escaped that facility, leaving plenty of subjects and guards dead. Me and my two pals lived in a village after that for a while, but it didn't end in sunshine and rainbows. We had to run away from our village. The incident had left our friendship broken, and the trio, we split. After many years of unimportant side quests, I was met by two strangers. The two were Faxi and Lacking Reddish. They had taken me and my son in, and together the four of us created the mainlands. And eventually after that, Sky showed up, and I met him, and then after that, Scores was created. That's the thick and thin of it all, I guess.
Wow, that's a lot. I was always wondering about those horns though.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying at times.
I'd love to have horns. I mean, I'm just basic. There's not really anything special about me.
Well, you have a good singing voice, it seems. You made it to the top, so that's something. Also, these horns are fucking annoying. They're always poking me in the face and shit. I gotta cut them with hedge clippers.
Well, at least your city likes you. You made them a place to stay.
The reason the city likes me is because I accepted them no matter what their condition was. Skies is some big, scary, demon-looking fuck, but I welcomed him in because he has a good heart. Ashburg is a child, but he still deserved a home and friends. I brought them all together despite their many clear differences, and together they've learned so many things and formed many bonds.
And what about me? I mean, why did you let me here?
You, despite your clear flaws and, at the time, messy appearance, are deserving of acceptance, just like everyone else here. I mean, who hasn't made mistakes? Pegasus was a drug addict literally last week, and look how her life changed.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Kaydoor.
And he found me.
Time to play GameCube, Kaydoor.
How does he even know you're here?
Programming. 1 second, Ashborg. I should probably go. Thank you for this. It was nice hearing about your past, and I think it really helped us get closer, you know?
Yeah, it really did. Well, come back whenever. We should really talk like this again.
Yeah, of course.
Kaydoor.
Coming, Ashborg.
Hanging with Adria, I see you got a thing for her.
I mean, a thing for her. She's my friend. That's fucking stupid.